An unexpected success for Sanrio was their Netflix series, Aggretsuko. And although the cute art style is very disarming, the series itself is a far more grounded show that targets itself more towards its adult audience, being a reflection of real-life stresses and pressures that can be found in modern-day Japan. And in Series 5, our main love interest, Haida, who admittedly is not the best love interest, Tadano is the best love interest, a little donkey guy. He's obviously the best choice, but that's not important, but we're talking about Haida. But Haida basically goes through a period of homelessness, displacement due to his issues when it comes to online gaming and at times online gambling like gacha gaming. And this is where we get introduced to the character of Shikabane. And I think it's fair to say that Shikabane is Sanrio's depiction of a Toyoko kid, a young runaway who often has to live and survive on the busy streets of places like Tokyo. And she's referred to as a net cafe refugee. And like a lot of things that are explored in the Aggretsuko series, these net refugees are very much a real world thing. Coming back to the real world, these 24-hour internet cafes or manga cafes are a reality on the streets of modern day Tokyo and Japan. And these places typically offer stuff like light food and refreshment, Wi-Fi, shower and bathroom facilities, entertainment like manga and DVDs, as well as a place to sleep, all for as low as 400 to 800 yen per hour, which is the equivalent of around $2.70 to $15.20 per hour, making it the perfect place to slip away, to have a cheeky gaming session, or to try and get work done before you head home. But a lot of these places also offer night packages, with these usually ranging between 3,000 to 5,000 yen, depending on how long you plan to stay, as well as how big a booth that you want to yourself. Taking a look online at a net cafe called Kokone or Kokone, the typical price for a 12-hour stay is 3,090 yen, and a 24-hour stay is 4,790 yen. This being around £15 for 12 hours or £23 for 24 hours. And the reason why these night packages and 24-hour packages typically exist is because net cafes and manga cafes that allow 24-hour access are often used by people who are homeless or low income within Japan. Quite often they're used as a cheap and safe place to sleep because you get your own lockable booth, and also as a place to do remote working as a form of income. Cheaper per hour than a standard love hotel or capsule hotel, as well as offering free entertainment, light food and refreshment, Wi-Fi and showering facilities. It's kind of really easy to understand why many who are low income or experiencing homelessness might use these places as a form of refuge away from the streets. And to be clear, these places are technically not meant to be used as temporary accommodation. Like again, they are just meant to be manga cafes, internet cafes that can be accessed by anyone. They're not designed to be a hotel equivalent or replacement. However, quite often from what I've been told, a lot of staff will pay no mind or will not bother anyone who is clearly using it as a way to sleep overnight or rest. Most of the time, even if it's not technically meant to be used that way, people just look the other way. Like, as long as you're not harming anyone and you're abiding by the rules, for most people, it's kind of, who cares? Like, it's fair game. And I guess that brings me to today. Technically not today, because I am pre-recording this bit before I go to Japan, but it brings me to the subject of this video, because I want to see for myself how comfortable and safe spending a night in a 24-hour manga or net cafe can be. Is it a good option when it comes to wanting to travel Japan on the cheap, needing an overnight hotel as you're doing a transfer on the Shinkansen the next morning? Is it good for travelers? Are facilities like this something that we could use more of in the West, not only for people who obviously are wanting to do work or wanting to do gaming, but also people who are clearly low income needing a place to stay? Or are the realities of having to sleep and live in one of these spaces, not as a tourist, but as a local, something that we should be more hesitant to glorify? Well, I guess whatever happens, we're going to be finding out together, because I'm going to be recording my entire experience. So right now I am traveling abroad, and that means I often have to use Wi-Fi in order to contact my loved ones or to navigate an unfamiliar area. And this is pretty normal for most travelers. However, hotel and public Wi-Fi can be an open door for those opportunistic looking to steal your information and data. We've been knowing that this stuff happens, but actually dealing with it can be a whole other ballgame. But thankfully, today's video sponsor, NordVPN, has been an amazing help. And funnily enough, far before they sponsored me or this video, I actually joined in 2024 due to having issues connecting to my eSIM and my social media accounts when first visiting visiting Japan. By connecting to Nord, it allowed me to reconnect to my social media accounts on my eSIM, as well as access all of my downloads I had sorted before my flight. Because fun fact, sometimes those don't work if you end up trying to access them in another country because those items aren't available in that country. But of course, it does a lot more than that too. Nord promises secure and speedy browsing and streaming from all of your favorite devices, such as your phone and computer. And for example, in Japan, certain streaming services don't work. They don't exist here, and so you can't connect to them, you can't access them. And of course, sailing the seven seas, as it were, is very much ill-advised. But with NordVPN, I can continue to enjoy the shows and media that I was previously watching on those streaming services just by changing the location of my IP address using their VPN. I can still watch all of my favorite shows just by switching my IP address back to the UK, back to London, despite being over 6,000 miles away from home. For example, right now I have been watching the new Needy Girl Overdose series thanks to NordVPN as it's been airing. Not to mention that Nord protects you passively when you're using both private and public networks, helping you identify and avoid shady websites thanks to their Threat Protection Pro, protecting against malware on your PCs and laptops, and even alerting you of dark web data leaks through their dark web monitor. Nord continues to be a big help this holiday, as you'll be seeing in this video, as well as other videos, and continues to be an amazing way of watching the content that I love from home, as well as accessing content from around the globe with a simple click. And now you can get a NordVPN 2-year plan plus 4 months free using my link down below, which is nordvpn.com/addy. And just to say it again, that's nordvpn.com/addy. And as always, it's entirely risk-free thanks to NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. A big thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. It was very useful, as you'll come to see. And let's check out this internet cafe. Okay, hello, it is me. I am in Japan. I am very tired. I was planning to do this video yesterday after about 6 bottomless lemon sours in Shibuya. So I'm currently way too buzzed to be in a Shibuya 109. I went for some lemon sours, made the mistake of having like 6 back to back after a konbini one, which was 7% on its own. So I'm currently a little bit wasted. So I think tonight is a night that I'm going to go to an internet cafe, which I think could be an interesting experience. However, as soon as I got back to the apartment to pack an overnight bag and get my medication, I actually passed out on the floor because I was very eepy sleepy, drinking on an empty stomach. And so instead, I am doing the video today where I'm going to be staying overnight in an internet cafe. Okay, so small update. I have found the club I'm going to be going to. It is the Kaikatsu Club, which is in fact the one that I have seen everywhere, the one with the orange logo. However, the nearest one to my current location is in Kabukicho, which, if we know anything about Kabukicho, is Tokyo's red light district. But the good thing is, if it does go awry by being really dodgy somehow, some way, we don't know that, we can't guarantee that, but if it does go wrong, the good thing is, it's very easy to walk back here too. That's the only reason I'm going to the close by one, is because it's so easy to walk back to. Like, if I had a problem at 3 AM, rather than having to look at a taxi or, you know, not having a last train to get onto, I can just walk. I can just walk back here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go to the one in Kabukicho. Take my chances, I suppose, just for the convenience of getting there quick and safely, I suppose. Yeah. I guess it's also now overnight internet cafe Kabukicho boy mode edition. Yippee! So I actually look ridiculous with this on my back. I look like a snail. Everyone's gonna know that I'm on holiday as a tourist, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, today is all about being a nomad. It's all about living life with very little certainty, especially apparently going to Kabukicho as a woman on your own with a big old backpack. So yeah, I'm gonna start walking there. It's already spitting with rain, so that's already off to a good start. I don't know how this is gonna be. I'm a little anxious, I ain't gonna lie. I would have done this with a friend or a partner, but who has those? No. They all left. So my partner went home. I am still here, and my friend is unwell. But the good thing is, because this particular location is so close to where I'm currently staying, there is a very good chance that if there is a problem, my friend can just run over and come give me some help. So yeah, joy of joys, I can see it. I can see the 7-Eleven. It is up ahead. I'm so hungry. It's entirely my fault for drinking on an empty stomach or near empty stomach, and it's entirely my fault for not having more food today. It's just because I got up so late and then I forgot to like have any food before my nail appointment, and nail appointments here in Japan take like hours, so yeah, it's fine. We continue. Okay, I currently have acquired a sandwich. I'm going to ignore the alcohol. I have a coffee in my pocket that I bought earlier, so that's fine. Maybe some crisps. Could crisps be good? Also, I kept saying Family Mart. I mean 7-Eleven. I love 7-Eleven. Americans, you don't know how lucky you are that you have 7-Eleven. We don't have that in the UK. The shit slaps. Do I get crisps? Maybe. I kind of want some crisps. I kind of want this little guy. Who is this fella? He looks cool. He looks fun. He looks like a real. He looks fun. Who's this dude? Hello. Anyway. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. It is mainly just a corridor full of booths. Now, you pay later, so I'm assuming you pay however many hours you've been in there, but you can't be in there for more than 24 because they take your belongings. And you get to choose whether you want a flat or a sitting room. And I am literally in the last room of 500 of the 5th floor. I'm in room 531, so let's go in. Okay, here we go. Oh, home sweet home, for that is warm. It's so warm, brothers. Oh my god, okay, you can see how big. Oh, fuck. Why did I pack so much is the real question. Okay, this room is very small. This ass backpack is so heavy. I'm a idiot for bringing this. But I'm in the room, so I'm going to take off my shoes and leave them in the little stoop below, and then I guess we'll do a room tour of where I'm going to be for the next, I don't know how long. I kind of would have preferred to have paid up front so I could know how long I will be paying for. We'll find out, I suppose. But yeah, there's like a little thing to put your shoes away, so we're going to do that now. 1 sec. Okay, I'm not trying to be a snitch or nothing, but I have noticed a lot of couples are coming in here for I think you know what, and one has literally checked in next to me. Oh, okay, we're just gonna mind our business. We're just gonna mind our business. I took these tiny shoes with me for this excursion. I decided to not go with the new rocks, and I am so glad, because I would not be able to get my new rocks under this. Right, here we go. We're in. Is this locked? Is this... Hello? I'm assuming it's locked. Right. This is the room. I'm enjoying the little box of tissues up there. That's mint. Is there aircon in this shit? It's so hot. Oh, it's not gonna do anything. It's so hot in this room. Oh, it's so warm in here. That's fine. That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to unpack this massive bag, and we're going to put it up here next to the lovely tissues, and then we can have a talk about what the check-in process is like. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. I'm going to eat my sandwich as well. 1 second. Let's sort this shit out for the night. God. Hello. Welcome to my pad. Fuck. Snack haul. We got thick cut salted potato chips. We got a teriyaki egg chicken sandwich. Observe. We also got a pizza bun. Pizza buns, mind you. Sorry, unrelated. Pizza buns are like the tits of Japanese convenience store food. They are very... Oh, I should have eaten it on the way here. It's got very wet. It's fine. I've got like a pack. And tissues, that's fine. It doesn't look that great right now. It did look better when I was walking here, but this is a pizza bun. These are very good. It says pizza on it too, so you know it's good. It's basically just cheese and tomato in a bun. Okay, so this is the room. As you could probably tell, it's quite small. My feet do not go all the way across, laying this way. Okay, I can lay all the way down. I'm 5'4", for anyone wondering. So if you're 5'4", you're in luck. However, issue number one, this room's hot. This room is really warm. I'm not even joking. I'm epileptic. And that makes me really heat sensitive. This is a nightmare. It's so warm. The aircon's not doing shit. The aircon's not doing shit here. There is free Wi-Fi. Kabukicho Wi-Fi is what it's called. So you got free Wi-Fi. Cool. So check-in process for this place. How did it go? What was it like? Well, luckily the people at the desk were actually really, really friendly. They were really, really nice. You have to make a membership, and so I have joined their membership. You have to. It's a free thing to do. But you join the membership. You get a little card saying, hey, I've been here before, it's not my first time. So I've popped my Kai Club cherry, but you get given a little membership card. This is the card. And then you also get given your room key card. Now, the room key card, I'm assuming is also how you pay at the end. I did ask at the desk if you could pay up front. The answer is no. Makes sense, I guess, because it's easier to kick people out if they've not paid, as opposed to, yeah, okay. But yeah, you have to pay afterwards, so I suppose make sure that you're not, like, gonna waste time in the morning if you need to get somewhere. Got my little key card. Lady at the front desk was very, very friendly, very, very nice. We appreciate it, we love her. Big up that very kind lady. You need your passport or ID, and you need to register. To register, it's very quick, very simple. You talk to the people at the front desk. The people at the front desk were very, very nice, as I said. It was very easy. The thing I want to talk about when it comes to checking in is that I saw maybe 3 or 4 Japanese couples, some of whom the woman was significantly more intoxicated than the man, checking in here. I don't know for how long for, but it doesn't seem to be an issue, especially from what I'm seeing, to have 2 people occupying one booth. Now, I don't have any issue with couples sneaking off and having a cheeky little go at it. However, with it being Kabukicho, at least here, with it being a nightlife area, and having already seen a couple women who were clearly quite inebriated being brought here, I don't know how I feel. And it also makes me think about the fact that I'm sleeping on the same mat that many people have been on. Now, I know that's the same as a hotel, because people also be doing it in hotel beds, they'd be doing it on futons and tatami, I'm sure, but this, it does make me wonder. It does make me wonder a little bit. I don't know how sanitized these rooms are before and after people check in and out. That's no shade to this club, to this 24-hour net manga cafe, but I do wonder. A couple of the perks, I suppose. Let's talk about the perks. Let's be positive. Let's be positive because we're going to be here for the night. Perks of this club. 1, free manga. Very nice. If you speak Japanese. 1, free manga. 2, you get free soft serve ice cream and drinks. Very, very nice. I will be taking part in that. Point 3, the room is lockable, and the shelf for your shoes are also lockable. So everything here is lockable. Your shoes are stored underneath the mat that you're sitting on, and so they don't take up any extra space. You don't have to have a ginkan to store your shoes. The shoes are stored underneath. That's all good. I will also say right now, I don't know if I got given this room because they're like an annoying foreigner with big backpack, which is very fair because I am the annoying foreigner with a big backpack. However, I don't know how soundproof these rooms are. I am keeping my volume down. I'm trying to be quiet because if it isn't very soundproof, I don't want to keep anyone else awake or busy or bothered. But I have noticed a lot of couples going into the rows near me. So I'm a little like, how soundproof are these rooms, I wonder. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. Fit check. Fit check in the club, in the Kaikatsu club. Boom. We've got thrifted skirt and t-shirt. We love to see it. We've got jorts. Ooh, who is she? That's all I've got. I took off my very cute outfit for this. I actually am glad I did that though, because I think I'm gonna be really fucking warm in here, and actually wearing a cute outfit and wasting that by sweating out a storm in it, yeah, that would have been stupid. We are now going to go and be obnoxious and get free ice cream and drinks. So, time to get my shoes.
No free feet for you. Yee.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go for a Coca-Cola. Let's see what happens. I was really worried I'd have to pay for this because I did not bring any change, so this is a relief. Something's happening in there. If I want ice cream, it's the second floor. Do I go down to the second floor and get ice cream? I kind of want ice cream now. I kind of want ice cream. Hello? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking it up. I fucked it up. Okay. I'm gonna go back for ice cream, actually. So we need to go down to floor 2 to go get our ice cream. I'm hoping the cups are big because I don't want to go back down. I only want to go once. Let's go. Okay, so I've got my ice cream. It's a little busy down in reception, so I'm gonna try and keep it nice and low-key, but here is some of the manga that you can also read for free, which is very, very cool. I don't think they have any in English, realistically. Kind of makes sense, but let's have a look around just in case. But there's a lot of manga. There's a lot of manga. I did get my ice cream. I got it from the reception. When I went down there, it was a lot busier than it was before. There are a lot of people now turning up. It is 10 p.m, so I guess that makes sense. And I will say, so far, again, majoritively, a lot of the people that I'm seeing turning up to stay here for the night, for a few hours, seem to either be kind of working professionals, so people who maybe are just needing to crash somewhere cheap overnight, couples, seeing quite a few of those, and I've noticed a lot of hosts as well. Like for the Kabukicho branch, a lot of hosts, a lot of young guys who obviously look after themselves, dyed hair, nice outfits, branded items, are staying here. So again, it does seem to be very cheap accommodation for people who work either in entertainment here or people who are trying to crash out here for the night. Maybe they plan to go drinking and this is cheap. A lot of people do seem to kind of come in and go out, which you are allowed to do here, so that makes sense as well. But now for the most important thing, how good is this free soft serve ice cream? Let's try it. Oh, it tastes like a Mr. Whippy. It tastes like home. That's alright. That's free as well. So here are some of the reviews for the exact same internet cafe that I'm currently in, the one I'm in right just now. It's got a 3.7 on Google. I feel like it's not too bad, to be honest. Okay, so Baptista Mumu, great name. Seamless check-in process because of the automatic machine. If it's your first time staying at Kaikatsu Club, you have to pay a one-time around 300 yen membership fee. Okay, well that's... Okay, I didn't know that. Well, it's like £1.50. Philip Loande, quiet, clean, great amenities, peace of mind. I truly highly recommend. Avoid, says Stefan. Very customer unfriendly. I don't agree with that. The customer service was fine, like the people were very friendly at the front desk. Sneering metrosexuals? What the fuck? Hold on. Look at the reviews. Sorry, reviewer over here. Hermes. Yeah, look at this. What? Antisocial sneering metrosexuals? I beg your pardon? Sneering metrosexuals? What does that mean? The metrosexuals be judging you, apparently. What's the worst reviews? What's the lowest? Sort by lowest reviews. This is the dirtiest, smelliest internet cafe I've ever been to. The worst. Is it though? I will say that is a really nice view outside, and it's actually surprisingly quiet by the looks of it too. So yeah, I think things are settling down for the evening. Let's go! We want to get our stuff from here, and then we want to go up to the shower room on floor 4. Yippee! that? What? I don't know how well you can hear that on video, but there was a guy on every floor walking down the stairwell by the toilet. I'm assuming he must either be very drunk, but like on every floor he was like slamming his feet, and he'd make like a noise, like a guttural like ooh noise on every floor. I don't know what was going on. And then after that, some diva came in, definitely plastered, heavy footed, clattering around. I was sitting there all shy with it, trying not to make a peep, like a little field mouse. I don't know why, but like I just felt like uncomfy. But it's fine, nothing's happened. I feel like I'm in a f***ing Chiller's Art game. Slowly but surely everything's fine and something's gonna go evil. But so far, so good. Shower time. I'm gonna go and see if I can rent a towel. Let's go. Let's go see if we get a towel so I can, back of my trim. The back of my hair's nobody's business. Does it look bad? Maybe. No matter, let's go. Someone's outside the door. I can't leave yet. Please f off. I don't want to leave. There's someone here. Maybe this is how I would live if I lived in Japan, actually. I'm starting to realize I'm a really bad introvert. Yeah, anyway, let's... Hello. Oh, I'm so uncomfy. There's a man. I need to grow up. Okay. Got it. Let's go shower. So there is more to the shower area than you think there'd be. So you get like a little corridor area to put your clothes, to put your stuff whilst you're showering. And there is like a little door here with multiple locks on it. There is no opening where anyone can kind of peek over or under, so that's good. There's a little hanger here. I guess if you've got a t-shirt, a shirt, a coat, that's fine. They've got a little bin in the corner, that's good. The foot mat, like the bath mat, it's covered in black mold. That is filthy, I will say, but I suppose there's not a lot of ways of making it clean when it's a public thing, but it does look grotty. I would just actually say to get rid of it and just have it being wood here and let it be wet. Let it be wet, let people use their towels. But aside from that, we then have the shower room, which is a separate space, and then in there you have your bath wash, so your shower wash, your body wash, what am I saying? Body wash, and you also have a shampoo. I'm not going to use the shampoo. I brought my own stuff. I'm not chancing it, but they do provide shampoo and body wash, but you do need to bring conditioner if you use it. But yeah, this is the state of the shower. Like, I'm not trying to be precious or nothing, but that is pretty fucking gross. That is pretty fucking gross, I will say. Like, hair being on a shower, I've gone camping, I've been at festivals, it's not a biggie. This is kind of gross. I'm not going to use this. My shower is now complete, and to be honest, it was fine. The water pressure was good. Obviously I avoided the bath mat, but like the temperature is good, the water pressure was good, the body wash smelled nice. I got left alone. So far, not a problem. But so far, I will say, it's nice and peaceful. The only thing that I wish is that I had that aircon up there in my room. Also, quite a bit of black mold, I will say, around here, but never mind. Also, in the shower room, there was a lady cleaning it, so it seems to get cleaned quite regularly. I am back, and I have my lovely natural curly hair joining me, because I'm not allowed, apparently, to plug in my hair straighteners in this room, which makes sense. I'm not going to disobey the rules, because the last thing I want is an angry Japanese person telling me off for doing the exact thing I probably shouldn't have done to begin with. But shower situation, what was that like? To be honest, it was fine. Yeah, the bath mat in there, kind of fucking gross, I won't lie, bit grotty. It would just be better to have like wooden slats that can allow like water to drain through. I think that's better overall than having anything even remotely memory foam or bacterial holding adjacent, because clearly that bath mat has seen bare days. That is black mold right there. So far this is fine. Like, I came into this expecting it to be a lot more rough, a lot more seedy, and despite the fact that I am in Kabukicho, which is arguably the one place that this could definitely feel a lot more like that, I felt very safe so far. Touch wood, touch wood. I felt very safe. My friend has been checking in on me because she was like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Had a little shower, had a little moment." But yeah, I don't want to say it's been fine. It has been fine. However, what I will do now, because it is 3:42 in the morning, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to try and sleep. It is hour 7. Has the cost gone up? Now it's ticked over. Nope, it's still 3,600. Cool, that's fine. So yeah, I'm going to start getting ready for bed. I'm going to go down and brush my teeth. I think I need to do that in the bathroom. I'll go and do that. Obviously, unless something mega happens, I probably won't film that. But otherwise, yeah, I'm going to try and kip down for the night and see if I can get comfortable. And hopefully, when I check back in with you in the morning, assuming that nothing goes wrong before then, I may have had a nice sleep. Good morning from the padded cube. I did end up getting some sleep. It is now currently 8:26. I did hit snooze a couple of times, so I got maybe about 4 hours of broken sleep. So realistically, maybe 3.5 hours of actual sleep, which isn't amazing, but equally I did leave it kind of late to go to sleep. Like, I was kind of cutting it close by going to bed at like 4 a.m. That's on me. The padding on the bottom of this booth is not very comfy. It's not like a futon, it's much more stiff, and the pillow is quite stiff. Now, the pillow being stiff is actually less of a problem than I thought it'd be, but the floor being stiff too, that was a problem. I was kind of waking up with a numb shoulder or a numb leg or a numb hand, so getting like continuous sleep is very, very difficult. I ended up kind of rotating to my side, to my back, to my side again. That being said, I was not woken up by anyone next to me. I was not woken up by anyone in the corridor. I did just kind of manage to just get on with it and sleep, so I guess that's the win. But I have spent my night in a gaming cafe. Would I say it's worth it? If I can make it out before it clocks over 12 hours, maybe. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. So, was staying overnight at an internet cafe worth it? Well, I managed to get out just by the skin of my teeth because people were walking like it was their first day on earth. I managed to get out literally just on the dot before they start charging you for 24 hours, I believe. I believe the package is like 7 hours, 9 hours, 12 hours, 24. So I'm glad I didn't have to pay for the 24 hours. However, my sleep, as you probably tell from the way that I look, was not the best. I look as rough as I feel. I definitely could have given myself more sleep, but obviously if I'm making a video, I feel like I kind of have to be entertaining. But the mat wasn't very comfy to sleep on. It wasn't super, super comfy, which I did predict. But again, I can't understate that your arms go numb, everything goes numb. Obviously, I use my hoodie as a blanket to try and help me sleep a little bit. That wasn't ideal. However, I feel like if you've missed your last train, you want to avoid being around drunk people, you want to just get on with work maybe, or maybe someone in your Airbnb or your hotel's pissing you off, or you've had a falling out, you've had a little couples argument or something. I do think they're quite a good option. I think if you can time it, it can be quite affordable. And the fact that you do get free shower facilities, free toilet facilities, the works, is really good. The free refill soft serve is very fun. It reminds me of Pizza Hut, but I will say I wouldn't maybe pig out on ice cream when you're there. There are convenience stores very close by. It's probably worth stocking up before you get there. You also have like a tuck shop with ramen and everything else there too. And obviously you have like the bathroom, computer access. It is very useful. It's a very good system. Would I stay there again? I think if I was in a pinch, like if I was in a bind and there was a mistake with my hotel, there was an error with my booking, if I miss my train and maybe the taxi's gonna cost a lot of money, or maybe I've been drinking and I'm like, I need to go to bed now, maybe I would. I feel like if you've been drinking, yeah, it would check out because you can just pass out anywhere. But would I electively choose it over a hotel if I'm hoping to do stuff the next day? Probably not. I think if you're looking for this as a hotel alternative, you're going to be disappointed because you're going to struggle to sleep. I'm a heavy sleeper. So if I'm struggling, you're gonna struggle. Okay, I am now back and I look less scuffed. I have contact lenses in, I have makeup on, I have a cute outfit on. I am no longer sleep deprived. Fun fact, I was gonna film a little makeup moment after I woke up from that kind of preliminary nap after the internet cafe. That didn't happen. I slept for nearly 24 hours. I have been mega fatigued. I had a little shrine given to me of food and protein because I was sleeping so much. So this is a couple days later. So I guess it's a good way of reflecting on the experience. So after a couple of days of mulling it over and catching up on some much needed sleep, which I didn't realize I needed, do I think that internet cafes are a viable thing for travelers to use? And do I think that they feel safe and are worth the money? So I feel like if you do miss a last train, if you are planning to just do a simple overnight in somewhere like Osaka, or you're just wanting to do like a very easy, cheap travel where you're not staying multiple days in the same place, I think an internet cafe can be really, really good. Obviously, the one that I went to is a chain, which does tend to have more kind of restrictions and has more kind of base level stuff that they have to adhere to. So I would recommend going for a chain over an independent in this instance, just because you know what you're gonna get. But I do think they're a pretty cheap and viable way of catching up on your sleep, or at the very least having a secure place to try and sleep. However, I do feel like internet cafes really are not a replacement for hotels, and anyone telling you that they're a really good way of replacing hotels is simply just not telling the whole truth, because for as much as they do offer really good facilities at a really good overnight rate, plus a lockable booth that offers more room than a capsule hotel, I am inclined to say that the quality of sleep that I got is simply just not up to par when it comes to what you need for a holiday. Like, if you're already paying to travel to Japan, I feel like it's fair to say maybe just keep the money aside to have a nice hotel. It doesn't have to be a fancy hotel, but a nice enough hotel that is lockable, is safe, and that you can get a decent night's sleep on. Because again, internet cafes are simply not designed to be a hotel replacement. They are not there to be used that way, and there's a good chance that if they see you using it consistently that way as a foreigner especially, you may get kicked out. I did not personally experience that, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case, because again, they're not there to operate as a hotel, they're there to operate as like a 24-hour internet cafe, net cafe space. And finally, as a woman, did I feel safe staying there? I would say generally, yeah. I feel like the security on the place that I went to was actually pretty solid. You couldn't get into women-only areas if your ID said that you were a man, and so that means that the bathrooms and the shower rooms were not accessible by random men who were also paying for a booth at the establishment, which is a relief. And I will say that I didn't encounter anyone that came off and gave me like bad vibes, so I also didn't have any issues with other people staying there. Everybody just kind of kept to themselves. I will say that obviously if you're staying maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday or a Friday night maybe, you might have a slightly different experience, because again, especially in areas like Kabukicho, they are entertainment districts, and the people who are going to be staying there are more likely to be coming off of a work week and drinking and maybe getting up to some stuff. So that's probably worth keeping in mind. But generally speaking, people kept to themselves. I didn't hear a peep out of anyone in other booths. I don't know if that was really good soundproofing or if it just wasn't that busy. But for me, I didn't really hear anything apart from in the corridor. That was a little loud at times, but not biggie. But the only real criticism is just the fact that it was really warm in there. It was fucking boiling in there for no goddamn reason. It was so hot, even with the aircon on. And also just the fact that obviously it's not designed to be a replacement for a hotel. It was not as comfortable as a futon. It was like a gym mat, like a firm gym mat. Sure, if you were bouldering and you fell off your rock wall, it would probably protect you, but for a good night's sleep, nah. But yeah, I don't think it's something that we should be glorifying. I don't think it's something that we should be like, oh my god, this is amazing, like Japan's living in 2050. Like, no, I think obviously it's cool that it works for Japanese society. I think it's very, very useful for people who are displaced or on low income, or people who just missed their last train or are having to do overnight stays for work in certain cities. I think it's very good for that, but I don't think we should be glorifying it or LARPing as Toyoko kids, going to these areas and being like, oh my god, I'm such a hikikomori, sitting in the... I've seen people doing that on TikTok, by the way. I'm not just making this up. I have seen people sitting in internet cafes being like, oh my God, like I'm kind of living the life of what it must be like to be a Toyoko kid. No, you're not. No, you're not. Stop that. Actually, fuck off. That's being silly. I feel like it's very good in a pinch. I don't think we should be glorifying it. I don't think it is a place meant for foreigners. I think it's foreigner friendly enough. I don't think it's meant for us. I don't think it's meant for travelers. And I think if you are going to be staying there, just stay there with respect. Don't make it a big thing. Don't make it a habit. I would happily stay there again if I needed to. I wouldn't stay there again electively. I think that's the best way of putting it. But I guess let me know down below. Would you stay in an internet cafe? What do you think of internet cafes? And have you had any experience with them? Like, have you stayed in a really good one or a really bad one? What is somewhere that you'd recommend staying in Japan for travelers? Or is there anywhere that you say, hey, I'd avoid that if I were you? Do you have any travel tips to keep each other safe? And of course, just let me know your thoughts down below. I don't really do videos like this. It's not going to be a consistent thing on the channel, but I thought I'd try something new. I have done a video every single week for April, which was crazy amount of preparation. A big thank you to one of my editors, Robin, who has been tackling all of the YouTube uploads. My other editor who does all my clips is going to be inundated with work very shortly for the rest of the video clips. But a big thank you to Robin for doing so much heavy lifting with all this editing. She's also editing this video, so big up Robin. But in the meantime, I want to say a big thank you to all of my beautiful Patreon members, all of the new members, all of the consistent members. I want to give a big thank you because you guys have been the GOAT. You guys have continued to financially support me and the content that I make, and I couldn't do it without you. And of course, we have our wonderful Oshutim members who are Nina Hopkins, Falky Gone Missing, Lucy, Shy Raw, Harakivo, Danny16, Sweet Misery, Meryl Lyram, The Galmar, Xlace_Zale, Cielo Armonia, Neon Ferris Wheel, Florenciaga, Cora Kitty, Shelby, Hive Angel, Onyx, Kira, and Mooney. A big thank you to you guys, and of course, all the Otaku members as well, for supporting me and supporting this channel. And also a big thank you to the casual team members too. They don't get shown on screen because it's not part of the tier, but I do want to say a big thank you to the casual members too, because you guys still contribute. The price of a cup of coffee, it's still so appreciated. It still makes a big difference. So again, thank you to everyone who supports my Patreon. If you want to go check it out, I have an hour-long
and my twin
Japan vlog.
She's
where
very
I
cute.
go
She's
to
very
Kabukicho and I find a hell of a lot of has-been hotel doujinshi.
Get these to safety.
And I open it. So if you're interested in like a fun, casual, normal vlog, then please go check it out, because I enjoy doing them, but I'm not sure how much people enjoy watching them. And so if you are interested in that stuff, that's usually posted over onto Patreon. But of course, I also have room tours. I have special video footage of me doing panels at different conventions. So again, if that's your thing, then please go consider checking it out. And of course, there'll be new Patreon exclusive stuff coming very, very shortly. I will be back in the UK very, very soon. By the time you watch this video, I will be back in the UK. But of course, the easiest and cheapest way of supporting me and what I do is by liking the video, commenting on the video, sharing the video, and saving the video. And of course, using that new hype feature, hype the video up, that's always appreciated. And of course, hitting the subscribe button and the bell icon beside it to never miss an upload. Now, as always, it is time for the end of the video outfit check and some of your amazing fan art. A big thank you for all the support on the weekly uploads that I've been doing. They're going to be slowing down a little bit from now on, because one a week is crazy work. I don't know if that's actually sustainable long term. I will burn out, but I hope you have enjoyed them for the month of April. And now it's time for some of your amazing fan art. Bye. Hello, welcome to the end of the video outfit check. I'm in public, so we're gonna make this quick. I have the AC/DC rag headdress that you always see me in on the top of my head. And then pretty much the rest of the entire outfit is the Ozon Bolero dress and then corset. I got the corset recently whilst I was here. The corset's real cute. It's got like all the detailing here. Very pretty, very nice. And then the base dress and the Bolero I got a while ago. You've probably seen me in it in one or two other previous videos, but it's a classic. It's a classic. And then bag-wise, I've also got my Samantha Vega bag, and I'll give you a quick tour just for the sake of it. We've got a Sakura Momonga plushie. We've got a Chikawa as Alba little design, which I got when I was at Akumacon in Ireland. I got this K-Angel crochet. Someone sneezed, bless them. We've got a little crochet K-Angel over here. We've got a little P-Chan photo card holder with, again, K-Angel in it. And then finally, we have a K-Angel keychain here as well, which I got from Comic-Con last year, I believe. And that is my Samantha Vega bag. I do recommend them, although I'd go for the big size if you plan to get one, because it's more useful. And that is the outfit check. That's me. Also, new rocks. also New Rocks. But yeah, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!